Welcome all you powerful manifestors to the AOM Art of Manifestation channel. I'm Manifestation Coach Sterling Mire. And in this week's episode, I interviewed the amazing actress Dee Wallace, who you may recognize from Steven Spielberg's E.T. as well as Stephen King's Cujo. But what a lot of people don't know about Dee is she's been teaching conscious creation for over 30 years while continuing her acting career. In fact, she's written 6 books on the subject, including the foreword to my very own AOM system, Manifestation Mastery in 30 Days. Here in this interview, Dee discusses the manifestation process, and what she shares, the insights and all the information is so illuminating. It will change the way you think and your perception of the world. So enjoy this incredible interview, and I will see you just right after. Here it is, no further ado. Hello, Dee. Welcome to Manifestation Mastery, and thank you for taking the time to be here tonight.
Hello, baby cakes. It's been a journey, hasn't it?
Yes.
I mean, you know, if you want to know if persistence pays off, you should let her tell you the journey of us trying to get together to do this show. But here we are.
I know.
Kind of like how money works in the world, you know. As long as you keep your focus on it, it does show up. It has to. That's science and that's spirituality. And I want to just start off by giving people the 3 major beliefs or things that you have to do to change your manifestation process. First of all, most of us share the core belief, I'm not supposed to be here and I don't belong. Well, I'm not supposed to be making $1 million a year. I don't belong with the top whatever percent it is. Besides, the government says they're all jerks and they're not paying their fair share anyway, and I don't want to be a part of that. Okay? So I want you to know you're absolutely here to receive everything you want, to create everything you want. I want to give you the desires of your heart. That's from the good book itself. So you either accept it or you don't, guys, you know, but if you're on the show tonight, I'm thinking you want to manifest more in your life. Well, you have to know that you're worthy, and you have to know it's possible, and you have to know you're supposed to be here creating it. The second thing is, you've got to let go of all your stories, guys. For example, my family story was we never have enough. Daddy was an alcoholic and couldn't work. Mom was a secretary. She worked too much. And we never had enough, so we lived with my grandparents. We never had enough. That was right. And so here I am, very successful healer, very successful actress, have more than enough. And what fear do I work on the most? Oh my gosh, I'm not going to have enough. Because when those things get played for us from the time of conception through 8 years old, that is how we think the world works. And so we keep telling ourselves, that's my story. Well, it's not your story. It's somebody else's story. But it's your story if you keep telling it. I want you all to start telling your own story. What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? This is what I'm creating. This is what I'm creating. This is creating. The third thing is you have to open yourself to all possibilities, guys. You think your job is your source of income. It's not. Your consciousness is your source of income. And the channel gave me those exact words. The first week COVID hit and everything was shut down and all the studios were closing, and it went, oh my God, how am I going to make a living? And the channel said, the studios aren't your living, your consciousness is your living. And that's where you begin creating everything, is within you. If you are holding blocks or walls or limiting beliefs or old stories or the lack of possibilities within you, while you're saying you want to create more money, you will be a house divided against yourself, and you will not manifest in the way you choose. So those are the three main things that almost everyone shares about manifestation.
Love that.
Sorry, my Baptist preacher came out there, Sterling.
No, I love it because you know what? That was, I silently went, oh my goodness, with my mouth, because when you started saying that, I'm like, that's one of my questions. What three key elements would you share with us about manifesting?
Well,
you nailed it.
There you go. Do you think you're channeling? Yes.
Absolutely. You never cease to amaze me. I mean, you are such a prolific and powerful creator. I can't believe you just wrapped like a couple of feature films this year. You're writing a book now. You've already written so many books. I mean, if you guys haven't read her books, I highly recommend it. I know you'll be positively transformed as I have been reading them. I mean, she's got the big E, everything is energy, unleashing the power of everyday wisdom. She's got bright light, spiritual lessons from a life in acting, conscious creation, directing energy to get the life you want, getting stuff, everything is possible. Wake Up Now, a book of universal truths that's quite a list of contributions to transforming the world. I mean, you just go, go, go. You are so absolutely prolific, and I love that. And I also heard you're writing you're writing this new book right now. Can you share anything about it with us?
Oh yeah, it literally is the simplest, most straightforward bullet point book about how to create. It's simple, it's easy to read, and I sent it to my editor, and he wrote me back and he said, I just have to tell you, Dee, this is my new Bible. And he's a spiritual guy, written a lot of spiritual books himself. And he said, I know all this stuff, and I have studied all this stuff, but the way you put it together, I just got it. So we're shopping it around to publishers, although I think I probably will end up self-publishing it anyway, because quite frankly, you get to keep control of it, and you make more money if you self-publish it. So, but we're putting it out there. We're seeing if anybody interested is interested. But I'm not going to change anything because it's the whole book is channeled, Sterling.
Wow. I am so excited. I am really excited for you releasing that book. I can't wait to get my hands on it when it's out and ready to be consumed. Listen, I've got a caller, so I'm going to see if we can bring her on or he on. Oh, we'll see how intuitive that was. Hi, 619. Who do we have on the phone? Hello? Hi.
Hi, that's Ryan.
Oh, I knew that voice. Hello, Ryan. How are you, my love?
I'm good. How are you, Dee?
I'm good. I go in and out. Ryan knows that my brother just passed, who was my soulmate in life. But I'm doing good. I'm so grateful for everything the channel has taught me, that nobody leaves without choice. I can and have already connected with his energy, whether he's in a body or not. And life just goes on and on and on, and we're always in exploration of expanding it. So I know all that. What I grieve is having the physical contact, of course. But I'm happy for him, Rye, that he's out of pain and he's free.
Yeah, one of my coworkers just passed away a couple of days ago from COVID. So yeah.
Oh my God! I hope you didn't work close to him.
Well, not lately, but she had complications with cancer. So I think that was the chemo. It left her immunocompromised. But
yeah, you bet. You bet. What would you like to ask about manifesting tonight, sir?
Well, I don't have a question. I just want to give a testimonial that Dee is amazing, and her program has taught me so much, and I'm in such love and gratitude for everything that you've done.
But, thank you, Rye. My heart really, really takes that in. But the channel says you do have a question, or he should have a question. They just said so. Do you know what it is?
No, actually.
Give me a song.
A song? Let's go with Dancing Queen from Baeva.
Dancing Queen, that one? Okay. Yep. Just tell me in one sentence, what's it about? What's the song about?
Let's see. Just pure joy.
Okay. I'm testing this right, you do not have enough joy around money. You need more joy, and they're using you to bring this in for everybody. Guys, you cannot create anything if you are judging it or pissed off or unhappy that you don't have it. You can't create that way. You gotta love it. You gotta feel the joy around it. Now, the second part of that, Ryan, is they're saying it's not in every area, but it's in your photography, because there's a little bit of it's not possible. And part of that, it's not possible, is because it's not possible for me to do what I really love and make a lot of money. I'm not supposed to be doing something I love. I don't belong doing something I love and making money. I'm supposed to be at a job where I don't really relate to, and then it's okay to make money. Okay?
Yeah, that resonates.
So you have to reprogram that neural pathway. Just get up every day and go, today I love making money at everything I love to do, and I love to do everything I do making money.
All right.
Got it?
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you.
Yep, you bet. See, I knew you were going to serve somehow when you called in. Guys, that's why you want to call in, because you don't just serve yourself. You serve everybody that is or will ever be listening to this call. Thank you for tuning in, Ryan.
Yes. Amen. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, that was great. That was awesome. And it really is true. When you speak up, you're not just speaking up for yourself, you're speaking on behalf of so many others. It's such a collective consciousness kind of thing. We're all one.
Yep. You bet.
Yeah. In fact, I wanted to ask you, who would you say was one of your biggest influencers or teachers in your life, and how did they make that difference for you?
My mom, hands down. And here come the tears. I'm nothing if not transparent. My mom was love personified. She taught me love, and she taught me how to hold love for a lot of other people. Very active in our church. She ran the Cancer Action Association in Kansas City. So I grew up watching her love and support and talk to and nurture cancer patients as they came to our house to get bandages and stuff. She started the first smoking withdrawal clinic in the country.
Wow.
And she did this all, half of her marriage was living with a man she loved very much, who had become, after the war, a severe alcoholic and couldn't function. So she literally kept the family alive and somehow created 3 amazing kids that were so successful everywhere in their lives. And she was an amazing actress and in community theater and in our church. And I remember sitting one Easter, and she was doing a 30-minute reading called The Crucifixion. And people from 4 states would come to see my mom do this. And I looked around, and grown men and women were crying. And I was about 8 years old, and I remember thinking, oh, I want to do this. I want to do this that my mommy's doing. I want to make people feel like this. And here I am.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving, touching, and inspiring. Absolutely. I love it. That's fabulous. I mean, I just, it's great to know that, it's great that you knew you're able to identify that calling at such a young age, too. Wow. How blessed.
Well, I think a lot of us know what we love to do at a young age, and then we're taught we have to do something else, or it's going to be safer to do something else. Or, I mean, every night of my daughter's life, we watched her put on a play, do a dance for us that she had choreographed, do a skit with her friends. She was born to be creative. Now, would it have been safer, according to my upbringing, to go into math or learn how to type so you could be a secretary or get an education degree like I did? But that wasn't my kid. And I encouraged my kid to be who she was. And she is one little powerhouse today, let me tell you.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's amazing. She's an amazing kid. She's got an amazing mom. I mean, it's just, I love everything that Gabrielle has been doing. For guys, if you don't know, look her up. Go Google Gabrielle Stone and learn about how wonderful her daughter is. And the book that she wrote is taking off. You're going to discover a gold mine in if you don't already know who this woman is, because she is really, really powerful. We're going to take another call here. Let's see, we've got let's see, 830 area code. Yes, who do we have on the line?
Hello, can you hear me?
We can. What's your name, baby?
Okay. My name is Joy.
Hello, Joy.
And hi. I have a question about my future. I'm 73. I spent 42 years in the real estate industry, and I'm semi-retired now, but I am kind of lost, and I was wondering if you could tell me, if you could feel like what's in store for me now in this next chapter of my life.
So what comes up for you when I say the word retire?
Oh, that's hard for me. I've been trying to do it, but I can't seem to get it fully out of me.
That's the first thing I heard, is you want to retire and you don't think it's okay.
Well,
now,
I don't have to work, but I don't have to work right now. I mean, I've always had to, but I don't have to now, and I'm just trying to find my way to have a purpose, to get up every day, something that motivates me.
Absolutely. I understand. I understand totally. You know, I just did a webinar on reemergence with Dr. Shannon Wilson. And she gave me, because I get so many calls, and we were talking about it on this webinar, about exactly what you're asking, getting clarity around where you want to go next. And she gave us two, one's a booklet and one's a test that has been ranked like the highest by psychologists to help you zone in on the kind of work you want to do. Unfortunately, I don't have that in front of me. So if you would email me, I would be happy to send you those two, they're tools, really, that I think are going to help you. I can tell you love working with people. Mm-hmm. Right?
I do. So, I'm kind of I like to help people, and I I get a lot of pleasure out of being able to help people get from point A to point B and find their dreams. And now I'm trying to find my dreams.
Well, part of your dream is helping other people find their dreams.
I guess it is.
So this is what works for me and most of my clients. Write out everything you want in this next phase of your life. And you do know, guys, you all know what that is. You want to be free. You want to be healthy. You want to be financially abundant. You want to love to get up every day and do what you do. You want to work with wonderful, supportive, creative people. Make a list like that and start feeling into the joy of having a job that fulfills all those places for you. And trust me, the universe will guide you to it or it to you.
Okay. I wasn't thinking about income or anything like that. I was thinking more of like using my creative forces that I have kind of stowed away for many years that was there, and now they're just kind of floating around. I'm trying to get them to come back to me so I could do something.
They never went anywhere, baby. They never went anywhere.
Okay.
You just kind of tucked them into a drawer for a while. Just open the drawer.
Yeah. Open the door. Okay.
Open the drawer and go, okay, I know you. This is what I've wanted to do all my life. You're out now. Now we're going to do it. But if you keep them in the drawer, that's like saying, I know you're in there, but I don't trust me to let you out because what if it doesn't work?
Well, how would I go about getting your email?
I'm going to give it to you right now.
Oh, okay. I got to find a pen real quick. Hold on.
It's real easy. It's real easy.
Well, if it's easy, I could probably remember it till I get in the other room.
Even if you just Google D-E-E, Wallace, but my email is D at, the symbol at, I am, A-M, DeeWallace.com.
Oh, okay. Well, that is easy. I can remember.
Pretty simple, huh?
Yeah. Mine's joy at gvtc.com. So we have that in common. We have like just one name at the front, but GVTC happens to be the provider. I don't have a domain name.
I'll be looking for you. And I think especially the test that she recommended would help you really zone in, but I strongly suggest that you sit down sometime where it's quiet and you have some minutes to yourself and make out a list of everything you want. Because the universe can't bring you guys The universe cannot deliver if you don't know what you want.
Yeah. That's
like a director saying to me, well, I don't know what I want, just do something. and I stand there as the actor going, I want to please you, I want to give you what you want, but that's not enough direction for me. That's what the universe keeps saying to all of us. Will you choose and commit? And then I can come in and create with you.
I see. Now,
we keep waiting for the guides and the angels to tell us what to do. Well, they're waiting for you.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense too. Because how can they possibly send you what you want if you don't know yet?
Thank you.
Send them what you want.
And if you don't ask for it, and if you don't think it's possible, right?
Right.
So your job is just to know exactly what you want. And by the way, the channel wants you to be clear that it's just fine and dandy for you to make money doing all these creative spiritual things you want to do.
So the money's just kind of a bonus. Once you're doing what you want, that's the way it was with me with real estate for so many years. I just enjoyed what I was doing and always got paid.
That
was
baby.
Kind of cool.
Joy and love, joy and love, joy and love. If you love what you're doing and it gives you joy, the money will come. Yeah. It just will.
You'll have everything you need. Yeah,
indeed.
I feel really blessed that I have all the things that I have.
Well,
it's been hard. There were times, but.
Well, being an embodiment is you're in the toughest school in the universe. But we signed up for it, dude, so.
Yeah. Didn't know that, did I?
You just got to go. And there's another lesson. Right?
Well, yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
This allergy thing.
Thank you so much for calling, Joy. Yes,
I appreciate
the email.
Hearing this.
Yeah.
I appreciate it a lot, and that's good.
Yep.
I'm going to listen to the rest of the show and let someone else call in because this has really been nice. Appreciate it.
Great. You're so welcome, sweetheart. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. It sounds like that there's a disconnect between that which is her next endeavor, like a disconnect. And I think that it was great that you suggested that she write everything down, because that's going to create not only crystallize an idea or formulate an idea, but it's also going to create a level of enthusiasm, motivation, which, and that creates a discipline, because when we're disconnected like that, it's no wonder nothing's getting done.
Well, it's hard to connect if you haven't committed to something. You have to choose and you have to commit, and then the connection becomes clear and firm with the universe.
Absolutely. And she knows she wants to do something creative or, and maybe give to, or, impact other people's lives in a positive way. But, writing all of this down is really going to help crystallize with where there is to go next. And that's really important. In fact, I want to tell you guys, you've got to really encourage you to tune into Dee's show. I love it. 9 a.m. Sundays, Pacific Standard Time, right here, Blog Talk Radio, Conscious Creation. And listen to her show. It's great. It's wonderful. You can call in. I love the show, Dee, so thank you so much for providing that for everybody. I do. It's a great way to start the Sunday off, and you've been so dedicated and being there every time, and, it's made such a huge difference, I know, in my life and other people's that do call in. I hear that, and I love it. I wanted to ask you, too, how does one even expand and grow from being an actress to a channeler? I mean, what caused this gift into being?
Well, the two worlds are interrelated more than you'd ever know. my acting technique that I've used since even before E.T., I learned from a man named Charles Conrad. Now, before that, I'd studied with the famed Uta Hagen in New York. Uta breaks everything down and breaks all the beats down, and it's a very intellectual approach to acting. It never freaking worked for me. I would just go in and do it off of instinct, and she would say, now you see how well the method works when you use, and I thought, I didn't do a dang thing. But when I found Charles Conrad, he taught a technique that was loosely based on Meisner, but you get your energy up way, way high, and then you throw your energy toward the person or the scene that you're working with. And what that does is it bypasses your mental mind. And what happens is you literally channel the character. You channel I'm telling you, from all my performances, I never thought out ever how I was going to play a moment. I allowed that character to get in me and take me over, and then I went along for the ride. Well, that's channeling. And when I started to channel, I went, oh my God, this is what I do in my acting. I get out of the way and I allow the information or the character to come through me. And how that all happened was when my husband of 18 years passed away suddenly. I dropped to my knees and I said to God, I don't want to be pissed off and I don't want to be angry. I want a way we can heal ourselves. And bam, I got my first message, which was use the light within you to heal yourself. Which, of course, I'm still learning what all the ramifications of what that means. But you see, that's what the good book means when it says ask and ye receive. Ask in the original Hebrew is claim or demand. So it's not, oh, please, if I'm worthy, would you consider? No, it's this is what I am choosing. Deliver this to me now. Now, of course, that's done through love. You don't ever want to create anything unless it's through divine love, because when you create through divine love, you cannot misuse your power, guys. And everybody's afraid of misusing their power. You cannot misuse your power if you are directing everything through divine love. Divine love is unconditional love, okay?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Because that love is the essence. That is all that which is created. The creative universe consists of nothing but love. So, and that's it. It comes down to two choices. Are you going to operate and source yourself from a place of fear or love? That's it. Yep. It comes down to two choices. And the more that you choose to come from love, the more free you are and the more power you have to create anything that you want. And the more you operate from that and you just no longer engage in fear. It becomes less and less of a place to visit or operate from. It's a practice. Absolutely.
Yeah, I just had a real aha experience in my life. I was back sitting hospice with my brother, and all the family was there, which means all the family dynamics were there. And I have always kind of felt not a part of that side of the family except for my brother. Now, I want everybody to hear that that is a perspective. And whatever perspectives you hold, you will absolutely experience the reality of your perspectives in your life. So I went to the hospital. Everybody's picture was up but mine and my daughter's. And I immediately went to my perspective, and my mind said, see, you're right. You're not apart. And then the next night they were talking about this great ice cream place and how good it was. And I went, oh, my God, I've never heard of it. We've got to go while I'm here. Well, I went in to take a short nap, and I came back, and they all had an ice cream from that place. And nobody brought me one.
Oh, wow.
And I really went into reaction. But I walked my talk. So when I got to where I was staying, and I went downstairs, and I got quiet, and I got balanced, and I said, obviously, I'm not happy. I'm in reaction. I'm angry. I don't want to be this way. This isn't good for my health. It's not good for my manifestation. I don't want to be this way. What do I need to get into alignment so I'm free here? And they took me to the compilation of sheets that I work with. And it was all about the signal that we send out, that every thought, every feeling, every perspective has an electrical signal that gets shot out into the universe. And like the old radios, the universe looks to match that frequency, and then it sends the song of that frequency back to you. So whatever you're sending out, you're getting back because the universe is a big magnet that things bounce off of. Mm-hmm. And I went, oh my God. I've been teaching this for 10 years, and I just got it on a whole expanded level. It doesn't matter what they do. I am the choice of love in my life. I am the choice of joy. It doesn't matter what they do. And then the channel said, don't you understand that was Christ's message? Not that I died on the cross for your sins, but even if you crucify me, I will be love.
Yes.
I got up the next day and I said, I'm just going into the house because everybody was there, and I'm just being love. I don't care what they do or say. My job is to be love. And I walked in, and my first niece came up and hugged me and said, we love you so much, Dee Dee. My second niece came up and hugged me and said, I love you so much, Aunt Dee. My nephew, it was like I walked into a different universe with my family. Now, they didn't do anything, but I shifted. And that's what I want everybody to hear. When you shift, the whole world shifts around you.
Yep, absolutely. You transform your circumstances around you when you're transformed.
Yep. 100%.
Love that. We get these lessons all the time, but we get them on another deeper level of understanding. Each time you have a breakthrough, you understand it on so much of a deeper, profound level. It's like peeling away those thorny artichoke leaves till you get to the heart of the truth.
Yep. And then it's yummy. Then everything is yummy.
Yeah. That's where the beauty is. That's where all the good stuff is, for sure. My last show was about shifting from the third to the fourth and finally the fifth dimension. And it looks like this transitioning is happening fast from what I've observed in the world. People are awakening. I wanted to hear your thoughts around this phenomenon.
Well, I have a little bit different take on it. I think we're already awakened, but we have to accept the fact that we are, and then we will experience it. It's like how you define yourself is literally a direction to your energy. So if you get up and say, oh, I'm so tired, your energy will give you more tired. If you say, I'm not awakened yet, your energy will give you the experience of trying to be awakened, but you're not there yet. So I suggest that everybody get up every day and go, today is a great day. Not going to be. Today is a great day. My dog and I say that to each other every night or every morning. I say, Frida, this is a great day. And I am complete, and I know, and I'm there. And everything just gets delivered to me easily because that's who I am. And really, Sterling, I got to say, pretty much every day of my life goes that way, even when I'm sitting hospice with my brother.
Yeah, I have to giggle because you sound like me. I do the same thing with Gigi every morning with my dog. And your dog's name is Freedom?
Yeah, she's a rescue, and I said to her in the kennel, come on, baby, I'm going to give you your freedom. And I thought, what a great name for a dog. Dear God, somebody named her Marguerite. Now, if there's any listeners, I love the name, but not for a dog. And I thought every day I'll go, come on, Freedom. Let's go, Freedom. I love you, Freedom. And I thought, I'm just going to be reinforcing my freedom all the time with my dog. So
I love it.
She's my baby. And, you know, 20 seconds of loving on your animal releases massive dose of oxytocin, which is the feel-good drug.
Yes. Yeah,
so,
absolutely. That's why we love them so much. We have another caller here. Let's see what we've got on the line. We've got 310 area code. Who is this? 310-954.
How are you, Sterling? I love your show.
Oh, thank you. Who do we have on the line? What's your name?
Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, Jason. What's your question, baby?
Do you have a question for Dee?
Well, I have a question. Like, what happens when you get into this stuck mode? Like, I call it a Jimmy Durante. Like, have you ever had the feeling that you wanted to go, or have you ever had the feeling that you wanted to stay in a situation?
Yeah,
like,
that's where most of us are at. That's where most of us are at. You know, I want it and I don't want it.
Well, it's like you're too. Is it because I'm too afraid to live and too scared to die?
No, hold on. They're taking me to a core belief here, this page here. You don't want to know you're in control, babe. Oh, I use a pencil, and now it's going to my very big yes. You don't want to know you're the God of you. You don't want to know that you have the responsibility of creating your own life. But you're the only one who's responsible for that. It says very clearly.
I've known that I'm the creative director of my own life, and I'm sculpturing my own life with my thoughts and all that stuff. But sometimes you get other concerning factors like, COVID comes into your life and, major things.
Whoa. Why did COVID have anything to do with how you were creating your life?
I'm just thinking, I've been living here in America for 10 years, and I'm Australian. I've come here, and I've done my career and so forth here. And
I love Australia.
Thank you, darling. It's wonderful. There's 55 million. There's 55 million kangaroos and only 26 million people. Go figure, on one island. So anyway, there's more hopping kangaroos than people. But the point is, I've had this. My career's here, but things have changed so much. My parents are getting older, and they're 82, and I'm not a big vacciner person, and I've always not relied on, all that stuff. Even a flu shot, I pioneered a health retreat. I'm very healthy. I'm a vegetarian. My immune system is my vaccine.
What's your question?
My question is, I want to know whether I want to stay in America or go, because I go back home to my place, because that's where I've come from. But it's only because I might never get to see my parents ever again, because, I won't be able to travel unless I've got a vaccine.
Okay,
and,
so you go home, you see your parents. Nobody says you can't come back. You think that's the end-all and be-all of your life?
That's not true, though. That's not necessarily true, though. You won't be able to actually get into the country for, you have to do at least 2 weeks quarantine. And Qantas won't allow anybody on a plane unless you're quarantined. And, so,
okay.
I just think of my loved parents, but then I think of what Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead, I have to fulfill my purpose, but I'm torn between two lovers, basically. Stay in America, but America's getting more crazy.
You're torn between two lovers because you haven't decided on either one.
Well, the point is, I want to, continue doing what I came here for, which is to raise the awareness, to flourish. But at the end of the day, there's all this, stuff going on sometimes, and you think, do I go back to my country? I'm getting older now as well, and there's the health system here is not the best, and Australia's all free medical. There's no guns over there, and it's one of these things where it's made me shift, fast forward and make a decision, and it's on that that road where I'm at, door A or door B, because of it's come really
according
quickly.
To the channel, according to my channel, you should go. You want a yes or no answer? The channel is saying there's more in you that wants to go than there is that doesn't want to go. But I want to go back to you don't know you create your life. You see, you create your life in some ways. And then you go, but then there's all these other things that happen. And when COVID hit, I went, oh my God, how am I going to make a living? All the studios are closed down. I'm not going to be able to act. And the channel said, the studios aren't your livelihood, Dee. Your consciousness is your livelihood.
Yes, I get all that, and I was a fan of the health retreat.
No, you don't. I'm going to be tough love with you here, baby. You don't get it because you keep saying but. And it's because of COVID, and it's because of the vaccines, and, and all those things you put outside of yourself, handsome. And if you put anything outside of yourself and use it for an excuse, it will keep you from moving forward.
Well, that's true, but, I still don't know in my heart, I know my purpose, which is to do what I want to do, but there's all these other, emotional things like my parents.
You can do that anywhere. You can live your purpose anywhere, guys. So that's another thing.
That's true. That's true, but I came here I won the green card lottery. I've been here for 10 years. I wanted to, go further with my career, but I've been doing some of the biggest live events here, and I do a lot of live events. I'm a comedian. I dress up in all different characters. But the point is, I've been here for 10 years, and I came here to follow my dream.
I think I have to stop you guys because we might be getting cut off. This hour show is coming up to 1 minute.
Oh.
So, yeah. So I think we need to wrap this.
You got your answer, though, sweetheart. You got your answer. Just know you got it. Go. Okay, sir.
I really want to thank you so much for being here on the show. Everybody, I want to just say, I'm here because together we can do this. So please, please support the show. And thank you so much for being here, Dee Wallace. I really appreciate it. Guys, there's a special event on my website for the AOM Group Manifestation 3-Day Power Course via Zoom, May 21st through 23rd. Weekend event, 6 p.m. to 7:30 for 3 days. Check it out on the website, getyourlifenow.com. Thank you, Dee.
I love
you.
I love you. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you. Bye. Love you.
So what did you think about the interview? One of the things that I really loved that Dee said was that it doesn't matter what's going on around you. It doesn't matter about the circumstances. It doesn't matter what people think. What matters is who you choose to be. And if you choose to be authentic, that is rooted in love. If you choose to be happy, inspired, forgiving, grateful, all of that is rooted in love. Love is always present, and the light devours the darkness. But what do you think? Leave your comments. We do read them. We do respond to them. And if you have any manifestation questions, please leave them too. We might do a whole episode around your question. If you want more powerful, inspiring information about mastering the manifestation process, you can always visit the website getyourlifenow.com or pick up the book, The AOM System Manifestation Mastery in 30 Days, on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. It's available all over the world. Thank you so much for watching, and create responsibly.